All right, guys, so we got a 2017 Ford Escape. This is a eco mode stop start vehicle, which stops and starts. So it is a little different than the other one. So you got two wiper motors, one over here, one over there. So one of your wiper motors fail, I'm gonna show you guys how to take this whole thing apart and get to it. So there's a whole bunch of clips. You're gonna have to take out the wiper blades, and same thing on that side, and then you're gonna get another cover. It has a 10 millimeter, 10 millimeter, 10 millimeter, and 10 millimeter. And also you're gonna have to take out this wiper blade here, so you remove these little guys and a 15 millimeter under it, and when you're done, you put this baby back in. But that's how you're gonna take this out. What we're gonna do is we're gonna remove these little clips here. If you're gonna take off this wiper motor, first of all, let's get this off. So you just pull on this little guy, this comes off. Let's put this baby to the stop side. So we're gonna remove this 14, all this dirt gotta go. We'll wash, take all that off, but we'll lift this baby up. We'll remove this, 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 we'll remove that. So to take off these little retainers, you just use your flathead screwdriver. Just make sure they don't come and hit you in the face. Again, I'm gonna have to put my camera up on a stand. Okay, so with two hands, it'd be easier. Just pop these little retainers off. All of them, the ones I showed you, all the way to the other end. Okay, so I'm gonna do that. Okay, so that's 3 so far, and you can even go in back of these. This is 4. Okay, my camera fell really hard, and it's still alive, but I'm gonna take this one off, and I'm gonna take off this little guy. If you need to take out both wiper arms, we're gonna temp it with one. That's what I think we should get away with. But now, what we need to do is, we need to get our 15 millimeter socket. Okay, so what we're gonna do is, we're gonna come across over here. Just stand up my camera. We're gonna switch the socket. What we're gonna do is, we're gonna just take off this little guy. This guy should come off fairly easily. And after that, you wanna just tap on this guy, and it should just come off. There you go. This baby comes right off. Let me just go a couple of more steps, and we're in on it together. So what we're gonna do is, we're gonna remove the wiper motor from this side as well. I'm gonna go get the 15 millimeter. It's not that difficult, so might as well just freaking take it off. This guy comes off fairly easily, and again, tap on these wipers, and this guy will simply just come off. Just be careful with the windshield. Okay, and if you're lucky enough, this guy, okay, it turns, but it won't release. Few taps, this baby has to come off. Okay. All right. It's supposed to come off by now. Yeah, look at me. Anyways, I've been tapping this guy for a while. Oh, God, come on. After tapping on this for several times, this baby just comes off. Okay, so now, remember, we still got one retainer over here. I thought I didn't need to remove, but it's coming off now. Okay, this guy is no space to get my screwdriver into, but it's a space in back of it. There you go. So, oh, there's one more hidden over here. There you go. He's coming off. He's coming off. Okay, right now our battery is completely dead, so there's no power whatsoever. So I'm gonna yank this guy one last time. So again, remember, there's retainers on this guy. See those little retainers? They're all over. So there's one left in the middle somewhere. So I'm gonna just yank it up a bit. There you go. Okay. This guy don't want to release right here. There you go. once that is off, we're gonna bring our camera to this side. There you go. There's our camera on this side. It's in a bad angle, but now we should be able to take this guy off just like that and put it away. And you got your wiper motor right there. So each side has its own wiper motor. Okay, so that's how you're gonna have the access to both of your motors. So if one of your wiper blades don't work, you need to get in here. There's a connector to it, and there's a 10mm and there's a 10mm, and it goes into the little bushing. So 1, 2, and this whole thing come out. And it's the same procedure on the opposite side. So there's a connector again. There's a connector in there. Let me see if my camera can see. There's a connector in there. So 1, 2, and it's like a bushing in there. So this thing just sticks in there. So you only have to remove 2 bolts, and it should come out, and then you should be able to reach. So if one of your wipers stop working, it's only one of your motor is bad. Okay. So anyways, that's how you're gonna do that. So if you manage to get your wiper motors in here, it's an 8mm and an 8mm, I believe. And then you got little Torx here that holds the motor in. And you want to put your covers back in here. This is just an overview of showing you guys how to do it. Really, I'm not doing it, but each motor, each wipe, there's one wiper motor on each of these, okay? So if one side fails, your wiper motor will not work, okay? Okay, just for that one, okay? Like old school cars, they only got one motor per the whole both wiper blades. Anyways, that's how that is. Now it's time to put the covers back in. Okay, so to put this big gigantic cover in, make sure you get it perfectly and easily, and make sure this baby goes in. Make sure you don't damage any of these vacuum lines back here. Okay, and they should only sit on the spot perfectly and evenly. Okay, and your 10mm bolts should just go right in, just like this. 1, 2. Shouldn't have to force or anything. One. So this protects the whole bay from getting water. So make sure you get this baby in correctly. And same thing on this side. I'm doing the same thing here. I'm putting the 2 bolts. 1 and 2. There you go. Bada bing, bada boom. Time for us to put the bigger cover in. Okay, I'm gonna get that bigger cover in. Okay, so I am gonna be cleaning this for the customer. So to get this baby in, make sure you get each angle correct, okay, in the bottom. So first of all, let's put this baby onto a brace here. So make sure your wiper motor's arms are sticking out. So I feel like it's too much to one side, and I'm gonna go back on this side. There you go. That's what I'm talking about right there. Okay. So you're gonna have to lick down here, see if everything is lined, and then you tap on it really hard, and this thing should grip on. That's how easy that is. Just don't break the glass, okay? Then you get a bigger crappy hole, and make sure these bushings, these rubber seals, they're like a washaway, okay? So water comes in, it rolls over this, it rolls over that, and goes in. Perfectly done. What you want to do next is take your wiper arm. This wiper arm goes on top of the other arm. So it's only gonna fit one way, okay? Because the arm has, well, I already put this one in. I'm gonna show you on the other one. The arm has, the wiper arm has like a little notch to it that fits right there. So you can adjust it a little bit. That's up to you. But if you get it to the correct spot, you're all set to go. Okay, if you need to maneuver around, you can retake it apart, test on the wiper motors. If they're not accurate, take them apart again, recalibrate them. Okay, try to attempt to put them back in the same spot where you took them off at. Okay, and then the last thing you want to do is give a customer car back that has wiper arms not perfectly lined. So these little clips, put them all in. So I'm gonna put them in, and once I'm all complete and I'm done and satisfied, remember this vehicle lost power, and so there's no knowing what we messed up, what we didn't mess up. Anyways, what I want to do now is I want to get my 15mm here, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to lock up the bolts on this wiper arm, and then I will test it after that. And then I'm going to do the same thing over here. Once I test it and I confirm everything is good, I'll put the litter covers on. Okay, these litter covers, they just stick right on. Anyways, don't forget this little guy, and don't forget this little guy. And we do have, yeah, you don't want to leave this loose. That's the brake fluid right there. And you do have this little cover that goes on top of this battery, and it sticks on just like that. Anyways, thank you for watching my video. Don't forget to subscribe, share, and like. Stay tuned for more videos.